Whether you're playing Pakistan, Australia, England, South Africa, New Zealand, it's exactly the same for us. As a cricketer, you can't even think of your partner at the non-striker's end when you're facing a ball. So forget thinking about things that are not in any way in your control. For us as cricketers, it's about playing the game that we love. That feeling never changes. Yes, India-Pakistan game is always exciting game for all the fans watching, and people in general. The atmosphere in the stadium is different. It's different from any other game. But for us as cricketers, as I mentioned, and you can ask anyone from either of the teams, that it's just a game of cricket. The hype created around it is not in our control. We prepare the same way for every game. If players don't do well in India and they go back, there's no real hype around it. But if we don't do well away from India, it's like a knife hanging on your neck. So I don't believe in those things. I would never play for redemption. My only motivation is to keep winning games for my country, and it doesn't matter the conditions I'm playing at. I think because the tournament is much shorter and you got top 8 teams in the world, I think the competitiveness of the tournament is much higher from the word go. In a World Cup, you can still have league games and you have yourself to, get into the World Cup and then maybe dominate in the later half. But in Champions Trophy, you need to be on top of your game from game one. If you're not, then your chances go down pretty soon. Sometimes, it was so bizarre. Everything we tried was just going against us. I've never experienced that in a side. All not 11, all 15 guys in the squad was in the same mindset. I've never seen that happen. So it was quite bizarre. Maybe it was to teach me that you need to balance things out and take a backward step in how much you can do on the field, in how much intensity you can play with. Maybe choose your phases. And as I keep getting older, I think those things need to be a learning as well, because you don't want to burn out too quickly as well. So yeah, those were the biggest learnings for me. I was pretty fortunate that I got to experience that kind of a time, and it teaches you a lot as a captain. It teaches you a lot composure wise, and you take away a lot from failures, and that's something that I've always cherished.